Alright, so right here we have one of them electronic cigarette fillers. Goes on to here. This is the battery, and this is what the filters look like. Right here. Shit, I dropped it. Ugh. It's called Vuse. Now, this is like a little metal canister. You breathe into it. That clips onto the battery there. Now, according to the smoke people, they're not refillable. So I decided to pull one of them apart and figure out why. And that's when I seen that every time you take a draw off of one of these, you're inhaling fiberglass. Now, let me show you how I figured this out. This is the heating element right there, that little black thing at the top. When you draw on one of these, there's a piece of plastic inside. I'll show you. This piece of plastic slides inside of here, and that activates a switch. And when that switch turns on, I'll show you how this is done. Let me put the phone down. This filter is wrapped around this fiberglass thing. They're both fiberglass, by the way. The filter and the heating element there. There's a piece of fiberglass that goes around. So, make a long story short, this is soaked with nicotine. Looks like that. And a little metal case goes over top of it. And as you draw, the nicotine comes off the filter up this little, it's almost like a fuse or like a wick. Goes up the wick, and then right here, this black thing here gets hot. And that's how you get the nicotine. I hope you can see this. That black thing right there gets hot. All this gets hot. All it is a wire wrapped around fiberglass. So you think every time you draw off of one of them, you are basically smoking heated fiberglass with nicotine. They say it's water vapor, but that doesn't seem like any kind of water vapor to me. If you lick it, it makes you lightheaded. If you lick this, the cloth, because it's still soaked with nicotine. Dangerous. It's poison. That's what it is. I just licked it just now and it burned my tongue. So just think what it's like when you smoke it. Don't get me wrong, it smells good. But just figured I'd put that out there. And this is what the new cartridge things look like. Vuse. Don't get me wrong, it tastes good when you smoke them. But they don't tell you the technology that's inside of one of these and what you're actually smoking. Whatever you do, don't ever lick one of these. The filter that holds the nicotine. It's not just nicotine that they put in there. There's so many fucking chemicals, so many different types of poison that they don't tell you about. It tastes good and it smells good, but you really don't know what you're putting in your lungs. And this right here proves that to me. All this really is it's a capacitor. It's an 8-pin transistor with a resistor. I don't know why they use all them fancy microchips. You don't need them, because this plastic thing is a switch right here. When you draw on one of them filters, this moves up and that activates a switch. Then when you stop drawing, it floats back down, and that cuts the power from the battery to the heating element. So, just figured I'd put that out there. Not many people know how this thing works. I've been looking all over the internet to figure out how these things work, and there's a couple videos out there, but nothing really substantial. Nobody I've seen actually took them apart. I figured I'd take it apart and show you what it's like. Peace.